Well, as technology keeps advancing and things keep getting better, sometimes you have to keep up with the times. So it was time to make my turkey water buckets for this year. So this one is a heck of a lot better than the ones I had before. And I want to show you what I use to make these and why they're better. So first of all, the biggest improvement is these screw-on lids. You put this ring on first, and then this just kind of screws on. I don't have to have that fill hole or any of that. You just leave this a little bit loose to vent, and debris can't get into your bucket. And then this is, of course, a food grade bucket from Winco. And then I have these little Clucker, what are these? Little Clucker water cups from Amazon. They come in a 5-pack for, I don't know, around 20 bucks or something, 15 bucks. So you're going to need 3 of them per 5-gallon bucket. And here's what it looks like. I arrange them like this because I have this thing kind of back against a fence, and then they can get to it from 3 sides. The beauty of this system, of course, is that the water they're drinking doesn't go back into the reservoir. It drips down into this, and the reservoir never becomes contaminated. So it stays clean, and you basically just have to refill it when it's empty. It's very nice. So anyway, that's what it looks like completed. So what you're going to need to do is take your bucket, and you can snap this ring on first, the outer part of this, whatever. But you're going to have to drill your holes. And so what I recommend is to use a step drill. And this is from Harbor Freight. You can get a set of 3 step drills for about 10 bucks if they're on sale. And you just kind of go in until you get, in this case, to the 3/8 mark, which is I think the 4th hole or something. But you can see when it's just the right size. So here's, you just mark your holes, and I went 1 3/4 inches up, just so you could set this thing flat on the ground. Obviously, it's going to be elevated on some flower pots when they're drinking, but at least I can set this flat on the ground when I'm, servicing it or whatever. So much easier. The other system, they had you drill them almost all the way at the bottom, and you couldn't just set it down. Total pain. This is so much better. So 1 3/4 inches up, just mark your hole. I marked that one a little off. You just go in with your step drill until you hit, 3/8. And then you, oh boy, you go ahead and put your, these things come like this. You go ahead and put your rubber gasket onto the cup, insert it like this, and then just put your plastic wing nut from the inside. And then you put your top on loosely, and you have a nice turkey water bucket. Of course, you need to wash these with soap and water before you use them. And also, like I said, I put them up on big flower pots, a couple of them, so it's a little bit elevated. And then it's still on a stone slab. I like to have the stone slab that goes around the outside so that they can't walk by and knock these off. And then I put this up against a fence, and I bungee cord it to the fence because turkeys can be pretty rambunctious, and they will knock these over, especially if they're not fully filled. They sometimes will break these off when they're fighting and stuff. So you do want to have some extra. I would recommend for 1 bucket you're going to need a single 5-pack of these, but for 2 buckets you probably want 2, just so you have some extras. And then this is real easy. If algae builds up, you can just scrub it out. Apple cider vinegar in the water keeps the algae from building up, so that's a good little tip. But anyway, so there it is, and I'll be using these the rest of the season.